Welcome, Namaste. This class is a Yang Yin. So the first part of our practice will be very active, standing a lot, and then the next part will be down on the mat with some longer holds. So we were going to come to the top of the mat. We'll start in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are about hip width distance apart, toes are pointing forward, lining up the outside edge of your feet with the outside edge of your mat. Soften the knees a little bit, shoulders can roll up, back and down, and the hands can come in front of the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Back the ears up over the shoulders. Next we'll begin with some sun breaths. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, return those hands back down in front of the heart center. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, big sweep. And exhale, back to start. One more time, just like that. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, back to start. Now we'll add half sun salutations, folding. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, heart will lift up to that half fold. Nice flat back, crown of the head reaching forward. Exhale, refold. Inhale will bring us back up to top and hands float back down in Anjali Mudra. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, sweep. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold again. And inhale, back up to start. Good. Inhale, sweep. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, refold. Inhale, sweeping back up. And then exhale, hands float down in front of heart center. Good. We're going to add in some low lunges. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, refold. Plant your hands. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead. And then step back with the right leg and drop that right knee down to the mat. Rise up. Hands can come to your thighs here if you like, or into a kneeling warrior. Good. Dropping a little lower down towards your mat. A few breaths here. Well done. Let's bring those hands down to the mat. Curl the back toes under, lift that back knee up. Step the left foot back towards the right in your plank and exhale, lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, drop that back knee down, rise up to your lunge, second side, hands on the thighs, or inhale those arms up. Well done, couple breaths here. I'm going to repeat that again, once on each leg. Drop the hands down, curl the back toes under, lift that back knee up, send that right leg back, lower down to the belly. Good. Inhale, push up and back. Step the left foot forward, drop that back knee down. Rise up, hands to thighs, arms up. Your choice. Good. Bring the hands down, right? Curl the back toes under, lift that back knee up. Send that left leg back, lower down through your plank. Good. And push up back to tabletop position. Step the right foot forward, back knee is already down, and rise up. Good, here or here. Good, we'll finish this off. Let's bring the hands down, curl those back toes under, step that right leg back. Push back into downward facing dog. Take some time there. You can walk your dog, pedal those feet. And look towards your hands, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, heart lifts to that half fold. And exhale, refold. Inhale, bringing you back up to top. And exhale, hands float down in front of heart center. Good. Take a breath here. So I'm a CC, take a breath and standing. Okay, adding in. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, reland, plant your hands, refold there. Step back with one leg, step back with the other. Either from your toes or from your knees, lower down to Chaturanga. And slide the elbows underneath your shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose. Gentle back bend. We'll hold this for a couple moments. Good. We'll slide those hands back underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment getting strong in those arms. Good. Look towards your hands, step or jump your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale, back up to top. Exhale, hands float down in front of heart center. Good. Again, changing a little bit of that back bend sequence, okay? Inhale, sweep. And exhale, fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, refold, step or jump your feet back, either from your toes or modify down to your knees. Come down to the belly through Chaturanga. Good. Inhale up, slide those elbows underneath the shoulders, curl your back toes under, and this time lift your body off the floor, coming into a forearm plank. Holding here, good. Strengthening. Good, lower the body down, place those hands underneath your shoulders, curl the toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Stretching, strengthening, what are your goals? Spine is lengthening here. Look towards your hands, step or jump your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, heart lifts to that half fold. Exhale, refold. Good. Inhale, sweep back up to top. And exhale, hands come back down in front of heart center. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep. And exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, refold, plant your hands, step your feet back. Good, lower down through your plank, okay? Chaturanga. Fingers just stay in line underneath your shoulders. Hug those elbows in towards your shoulders and push up into Cobra. Good. Exhale, lower, curl the toes under, get back into your downward facing dog. Now look towards your hands, step or hop, your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, heart lifts to that half fold. Exhale, refold. Inhale, returns you to top. Exhale, the hands in front of heart center. Good, a couple more rounds. Inhale, sweep. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, refold. Plant your hands, step or jump those feet back. Lower down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Good. Inhale up to upward facing dog. So arms are straight and your thighs can be down or thighs can be lifted and the tops of your feet are on your mat. Good. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Look towards your hands, step or jump your feet. Inhale to lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, back up to top. Then exhale, hands float down in front of heart center. Good. One last one here. Inhale, sweep. Then exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, refold. Plant those hands, step or jump your feet back. Lower down through Chaturanga. Good. Send those arms back, reaching towards your feet, and lift as much off the mat as you can. Arms, chest, legs into locust pose. Neck is neutral here. Look ahead of your mat. And breathe. Well done. Lower the legs, place the hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, push up and back to your downward facing dog. And look towards your hands, step or hop, feet up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands in front of heart center, Anjali Mudra. Samastiti. Take a breath. Standing. Good. Feeling your heartbeat after all that work. We will move on to our second part of the class, our yin shapes. First shape is frog pose, but I will also talk you through tadpole. We're going to come down to tabletop position. And this sequence is a lot for the upper body. That's not the first one, but we're going to get into some of the arms and that here in a bit. Frog pose from tabletop, and actually everybody will take this, but take your knees wide. Open up those knees. Frog pose, you'll turn out your feet so the inside edges are on your mat. And maybe your feet don't quite get there, but they're almost there. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can take tadpole. So your knees will still wide, but you can take your toes underneath your seat and your big toes are touched and you push back there. And that looks a lot like a wide knee child's pose, doesn't it? And then you can walk your hands forward if you're in your tadpole, and you're in your frog. You might shift your weight back towards your heels. You can still come down to the arms. Mindful here. It's pretty intense inner thigh stretch. Gonna be here for about a minute. Very carefully, if you're in frog, turn those feet back underneath you. And then everyone's going to stretch their legs straight back behind. Come down to the belly. On the belly, we're going to start with the right arm. We're going to do two shapes with the right arm. First is arm lotus, and then we'll do arm pigeon. So the right arm, we're going to get that left one out of the way already. So taking the left arm beside the body, maybe palm facing down towards your mat. If you need to do a different shape with that arm, that's okay. Right arm, we're going to flip the palm up towards the ceiling and cross it over towards the left side of your mat. So we're going to feel the stretch on the outside of the shoulder, okay? And then with the arm pigeon, we're going to feel it on the inside, the anterior portion, okay? Right arm's across, left arm is alongside the body, and then the chin tucks down towards your arm. May feel a little bit awkward, but we're not here forever. About a minute again. You might like to bring that left arm kind of underneath the shoulders and push your way up. Right arm, now the palm's going to face the floor and it's going to extend out right from that right shoulder. Okay, make sure it's staying in line with the shoulder. I'm going to change my perspective just a little bit and then roll onto that right side. Float those knees up like in chair position. So they're bent at a 90-degree angle, knees are stacked on top of each other. You may use that left hand, and you're going to lay your head down here. You can use that left hand. If your shoulder's really tight, you might feel like you're rolling forward, the body wants to tip forward. Use that hand like a kickstand to keep you up. If you're feeling okay though, also that arm can wrap around the low back. Good. Opening up the anterior part of the shoulder and the chest here for 1 minute. As the arm is wrapped around the low back, let's bring that back forward. Very carefully stretch out the legs, roll back onto your belly. Into Sphinx pose. We explored this briefly in our Yang practice, the first part of the class. Legs, your toenails are on your mat, so your toes are uncurled. Legs are about hip width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider here, I would even say. And then bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Make sure that your arms are shoulder width apart. I just kind of take a little measurement there. And then slide your elbows ahead of the shoulders. The body can drop down, the torso can drop down here. Palms can touch the floor, maybe palms touching each other. If it feels more comfortable for you, you can play with that, decide for yourself. You can tuck the chin towards the heart or keep a more upright head, depending on how that feels for you, and the stretch in the back of the neck. Good. You can stay in Sphinx pose, or if you like to go to seal pose, as you go to the front corners of your mat, fingers point out 45-degree angle, and then push up, straightening the arms. There's more compression in the low back here, so if that's not comfortable for you, you can go back down to Sphinx pose. Still getting that nice extension in the hips and the spine. Carefully lowering down into our arm lotus and pigeon with the left arm. You can get that right arm alongside the body, get it out of the way. Flip the left palm up towards the ceiling and cross that arm over towards the right side of your mat. Okay, and then hunker down here, chin come down towards your shoulder. 1 minute here. Get a nice, I hope nice stretch on the outside of the shoulder here. And one side might feel a lot different than the other. Bring that right hand underneath your shoulder. Push up carefully. Extend that left arm out beside your palm, now touching the floor. And then we're going to roll onto the left side. Change your point of view again. This is the arm pigeon second side. Make sure that arm is in fact going straight out from your shoulder. Float those knees up.
to chair position. Right hand can stay out in front or wrap it around the low back. Good, 1 minute, arm pigeon. Good, we'll bring that hand back out if it's around the low back, carefully rolling onto your stomach just enough so you can get that left arm back, and then we're going to roll onto the back. Finish up on the back, roll it onto your back. Okay, bend up the knees, place the foot soles on the mat, and then let those knees fall away from each other. The bottoms of their foot soles come to touch for a supine butterfly. And nothing too stimulating for the arms. Let's give them a rest. So hands can rest down by your hips, or you can even place them on the belly and feel the breath. And then draw those knees together, and we'll finish with a twist. Twisted roots, so you can cross your left leg all the way over the right leg. Like if you're sitting in a chair and your legs crossed, arms can extend out from the shoulders. And then drop your legs over towards the right, and you can look over your left shoulder here if that's okay in your neck. Your eyes can certainly close and shut down here. and draw the legs, the gaze back up to center. Uncross that left leg, and then we'll switch to the other side, crossing the right leg all the way over the left. And then you can drop those legs to your left, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Draw the legs and the gaze back up. Uncross those legs, and you can come into pentacle for relaxation. The legs can be long, feet to the far corner edges of your mat, and extend those arms overhead. I'll leave you in quiet for about 2 minutes here. If you'd like to stay in relaxation a little while longer, stay right where you are, but if you have to get moving, begin wiggling your fingers and toes. rotating through the wrists and the ankles. Perhaps gently rocking your head side to side. Bend up the knees, one leg at a time, and roll onto your left side and cradle your head on your left arm. Use your right hand, push into the floor, make your way up to your seat. I will bid you a goodbye. Thank you for letting me lead you through your Yang Yin practice. I hope you're feeling good in your body, and we'll see each other again. Namaste.